ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Roundtable. My name is Dante Cooper. I'm also joined by my co-panelists, starting to my far left, Randy Brown,
Linda Hall, Tamika Quinn,
and Michael Barclay.
We're talking this evening about when is the proper time to have the sex talk. Now, there's been a lot of controversy about what's going on as far as the inclusion of parents and the exclusion of parents by the government. There's a lot of intrusion on what our parental rights are. Here's one of the things that we get to hold on as parents that can't be dictated. So we're going to open it up to the panel and ask, in the microwave age, with information being readily available, when is the proper time to have the sex talk?
I think we have to gauge when it's the right time as far as the timing is concerned. The way that we do is by ensuring that we're engaging our children in a true relationship where we communicate and communicate openly and honestly at all times. When we do have that talk, I think we want to continue to forge that open, honest communication, because we are going to be out in the cold as the adult if we're not open and honest and help our children to feel that they can be open with us as well.
Absolutely.
You know, my uncle once told me that if your child comes to you and asks you about a subject, then it's not too early to talk to them about that. Now, I like what Ms. Hall said about having open, honest dialogue, and I think that if you set a precedent with your child, starting from a very young age, that we're going to be honest and candid about every conversation and every situation, then when you get to those teenage years where the children go through their adolescence and kind of pull back from mom and dad, and they value their friends or their peers' opinion on subjects more than they value the elders, I think that if you already laid a great foundation, it'll be easier and a smoother transition for you to get in there and start this dialogue. And I believe that parents need to communicate with each other, because sometimes a child might be closer to one parent than the other. And I think that y'all fill each other's in behind the child's back, and y'all can tag team them and kind of get that 3D vision that I like to say, and learn what's really going on with the child, and show them that you care and you're interested in their best interest first. But I think if you lay a foundation from the beginning that you're always going to be honest with the children and going to be candid and real with them, I think that's setting yourself up for a little bit more success when it's time to have that sex talk.
Just because of the society we live in, I mean, if we don't have that talk, or if we don't kind of spoon feed them, you know, slowly but surely, other people or media or radio or music or movies, they're going to get it from somewhere. And then they're going to have the huge question. In comparison, if we spoon feed them, we give them information here and there. But again, it's based upon your comfortability, and it's based upon individually, you know, if your child is ready for that information. You know, but at some point, we have to have that talk, just because of the society.
I think everything that's been said is excellent. You know, laying the foundation, having that open communication, those things are crucial. And in this day and age, I think parents need to be realistic, because we have a lot of parents that just assume, you know, here's my child, they're a great kid, they would never, ever even possibly think about having sex. But that's crazy. Kids are thinking about and having sex as early as elementary school. And so you want to introduce it to your child versus the kids in school or the neighborhood or whatever introducing it to your child, because you want to be stamped as the expert. So when they hear it, it's, my mom already talked about that, or my dad already told me what that is, you know, and that's not what that is. You want to have that open dialogue with them and constantly allowing them to know that, hey, it's an open door policy. You can talk to me and ask me anything that you want to know.